Welcome back, everybody. Today we're doing a deep dive into money psychology.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. We're unpacking some insights from Myron Golden's YouTube video
Yeah?
called How Rich People Think About Money.
Excellent.
Yeah, and get ready for some serious aha moments because we are going to be exploring
Oh, I love those.
how our mindset can really make all the difference when it comes to building wealth.
Absolutely. So what I really appreciate about Golden's approach is that he goes beyond, just the practicalities of, budgeting or investing.
Yeah.
He digs into the underlying beliefs and attitudes that shape our financial reality.
Right, so it's like before you even look at a spreadsheet,
Yes.
you need to understand, like, what is your relationship with money?
The psychology behind it all.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And he kicks things off with this really thought-provoking analogy.
Okay, ready.
All right, so imagine you're witnessing an accident
Okay.
at an intersection.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of the typical intersection, this one is marked with a big dollar sign.
Ooh, okay, I can see where this is going.
Right.
It's all about perspective.
Yes.
Like the same event could be viewed so differently by different people.
Exactly. Golden's point is that everyone sees that same accident, right? The same financial opportunities and challenges, but their individual perspective shapes their response.
Yeah.
Some might see danger and just avoid the intersection altogether, right?
Right?
While others see potential and find ways to navigate it safely.
So like somebody who's really afraid of risk
Uh-huh.
would see that dollar sign and just be like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm going to lose money.
Exactly.
And then somebody who's maybe a little more entrepreneurial might be like, oh, there's an opportunity for profit.
Precisely. And that brings us to one of Golden's key concepts, the Hajj.
The Hajj.
Yes, have a job mentality.
Okay.
He argues that trading time for money, which is obviously necessary for most of us,
Right.
can actually be a trap if it becomes our sole focus.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get stuck in that,
That's why it's
like the Hajj cycle of you're just always working to pay bills and
Just to survive.
you just never get ahead.
Yes. And he emphasizes this with a powerful quote.
Ooh, let's hear it.
Time is money is one of the most expensive lies you can ever buy.
Whoa.
He's challenging us to really think about the value of our time and how we're choosing to spend it.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that our time is only worth, whatever our hourly wage is.
Uh-huh.
But like, what about all the other potential things that we could be doing with our time?
Right.
Yeah.
He really illustrates this point with a compelling anecdote.
I love a good story.
Okay, so imagine you're offered $1 million.
Yeah. I'm listening.
But the catch is you have to end your life today.
Whoa.
Would you take it?
No way.
Right.
No amount of money.
Replace tomorrow.
Exactly.
This highlights Golden's point that time is infinitely more valuable than money.
Yeah.
I mean, we inherently know this. We
Right.
do, but we often forget it when we get caught up in the daily grind of earning a paycheck.
100%. So how do we break free from this Hajj trap?
Well, Golden suggests that we move from have a job to own a job, which he calls VO,
Yo.
right? So think of someone who buys a lawnmower and starts a landscaping business,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
or invests in cleaning supplies and starts a house cleaning service. They're working in their business, not on their business.
So they're not just trading hours for dollars, but
Mhm.
they're still limited by their time.
Yes. And Golden suggests that instead of becoming an O, we should strive to be an SMS,
Oh,
someone who sows money seeds.
I like that a lot.
Right.
So, yeah.
So instead of just trading time for money, we're focused on building systems that generate income passively, even when we're not actively working.
Okay, so what would be some examples of that?
Think about things like writing an ebook or creating an online course or building a membership site. These are all ways to create income streams that work for you even while you sleep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If you're finding these insights helpful so far, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Master Your Money
Yes, please do.
for more deep dives like this one. We'll be back in a moment to explore more of Golden's ideas, including the different money psychologies of the poor, middle class, and rich. Don't go anywhere.
I'm excited to get into that.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking about, how to break free from that Hajj trap and start sowing money seeds.
Yes. And I'm really interested to learn more about those different money psychologies that Golden talks about.
Yes.
So he breaks it down into the poor, the middle class, and the rich, right?
He does. And it's not about judging people based on their income level.
Right.
It's more about understanding the underlying beliefs and behaviors that often lead to different financial outcomes.
Okay, so what does he say about the money psychology of the poor?
Well, he observes that, people in this category often believe the primary purpose of money is to pay bills and buy stuff.
Okay.
Their income is constantly flowing outwards, and they're often living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, it's that scarcity mindset that we talk about,
Exactly.
where you're just so focused on survival
Right.
that you don't even have the mental space to think about growth.
Right. And then you have the middle class, which Golden says is often preoccupied with, like, maintaining good credit
Yeah,
in order to buy things they can't actually afford.
keeping up with the Joneses.
Exactly.
Right,
It's a trap that so many people fall into. They might have a decent income,
right.
but they're burdened by mortgages, car payments, credit card debt.
So they're basically trading their future earnings
Yes,
for, like, the appearance of affluence in the present.
precisely. And then you have the rich, who Golden says have a very different perspective on money. They believe the primary purpose of money is to make more money.
Okay, so every dollar is an opportunity for investment and growth.
Exactly. Golden uses this really memorable analogy to illustrate this point. He says, hold on to your money long enough for it to get pregnant and have babies.
It's a good one.
It's kind of a funny way of saying that, rich people focus on turning every dollar into multiple dollars.
I like it.
And they do this by understanding the power of compounding
Yeah.
and investing their money wisely.
Okay.
They're not afraid to take calculated risks and explore opportunities that others might overlook.
So while the poor and middle class might be seeking guarantees with their money, the rich are kind of looking for opportunities for growth,
Yeah, that's a key distinction.
even if it involves a little bit of uncertainty.
Right. Golden points out that people who are struggling financially often stick to what they perceive as safe options,
Right.
like putting their savings in a low-yield savings account.
Yeah, or maybe investing in really traditional investments that promise a fixed return, even if it's minimal.
Exactly. They're seeking that security and stability, which is understandable.
Yeah.
But the rich understand that real wealth is built through calculated risk-taking and leveraging the power of compounding.
So they're willing to invest in ventures that might not have a guaranteed return, but have the potential for huge growth.
Yes. Like, think about entrepreneurs who pour their heart and soul into a startup. There's no guarantee of success, but they see the potential to create something extraordinary and reap the rewards.
It's about shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance.
Absolutely.
Instead of thinking, I can't afford that, you start asking, how can I make that happen?
Exactly. And that's the essence of the psychology of money. It's not just about managing your finances, it's about managing your mindset.
Yeah.
It's about believing in your ability to create wealth and taking action to make it a reality.
I love that. This is so inspiring. I feel like I'm starting to see money in a whole new light.
I'm glad to hear that.
Before we move on, if you're feeling the same, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Master Your Money for more thought-provoking content.
We'd love to have you.
We'll be right back with more insights from Myron Golden's wisdom. Welcome back. We've covered a lot of ground today with money psychology and Myron Golden.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff, right?
It really is. I feel like my mind is a little blown open.
It's all about perspective, right?
It really is. So
Right.
thinking about everything that we've discussed so far,
Uh-huh.
what are some of the key takeaways that we can actually apply to our own lives?
Well, I think first and foremost, remember that message from Golden about the true value of time.
Yeah,
Like, time is money is a dangerous illusion.
it really is.
Time is infinitely more precious. We need to start thinking about how to leverage our time to create, like, sustainable income streams rather than just trading it for dollars.
So it sounds like it all goes back to becoming an SMS,
Yes.
somebody who sows money seeds.
Exactly.
That's about building systems that generate passive income,
Yeah.
even while we're sleeping.
Precisely. It's about creating assets that work for us instead of us constantly working for someone else.
Right. So that could be, like you said, writing an ebook, creating an online course, building a membership site, but it could also be things like investing in real estate or
Absolutely.
dividend-paying stocks.
Anything that can generate that passive income stream.
And it sounds like a key part of that is shifting our mindset from spending to multiplying.
100%. Instead of seeing money as, like, this thing that's constantly flowing out to pay bills and buy stuff,
Yeah.
we need to view it as a tool for creating more wealth.
Like holding on to it long enough for it to get pregnant and have babies.
Exactly. Make those money babies.
Love it. And then also the importance of embracing opportunities, even if they involve a little bit of risk.
Yes. Golden really emphasizes the difference between seeking guarantees and embracing opportunities. The poor and middle class often prioritize that security.
Yeah.
Sticking to those low-yield savings accounts or traditional investments that just offer minimal returns.
whereas the rich are a little bit more comfortable with calculated risk.
Right. They're willing to invest in things that might not have a guaranteed return, but have the potential for massive growth.
Yeah. And they understand that, like, real wealth is built through smart risk-taking and leveraging the power of compounding.
Absolutely. They're not afraid to step outside their comfort zone and explore new avenues for financial abundance.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I think for me the biggest takeaway is just the power of our mindset.
Yeah.
Like, Golden's insights have really made me rethink my own beliefs about money and, like, what's actually possible for me to create.
And that's the beauty of exploring money psychology.
Yeah.
It's not just about learning like the financial strategies, it's about understanding those deeper forces that shape our relationship with money.
Absolutely. So here's a question for our listeners to ponder.
Okay.
What small shift in your money mindset
Ooh,
could you make today to start attracting more abundance?
I love that.
So could you commit to learning about a new investment strategy?
Yes.
Could you brainstorm a passive income idea
Wow.
that aligns with your skills and passions?
Mm-hmm.
Could you simply start tracking your spending a little bit more mindfully?
All great ideas.
Because even these small changes can make a huge difference over time
They really can.
and lead to a more abundant and fulfilling financial life. Remember, building wealth is a journey, not a destination. And it all starts with cultivating that mindset of abundance and possibility.
If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends.
Yes.
And until next time, keep those money seeds growing.
Thanks for listening to Master Your Money.